What is up, guys? No Need here, bringing you Call of Duty Ghost perks. Now we're gonna go over speed, handling, stealth, awareness, resistance, equipment, and elite. Now unfortunately you only get a certain amount of them, and I believe it is 5. You only get 5 of them. Now we're gonna go over every single one of them and see what we can do and see what the better matchups are. Now, starting off in speed is ready up. Weapon is ready faster after sprinting. So if you guys like to run around a lot and are sprinting all the time, that's definitely something that I would recommend. Also, sleight of hand, faster reloading. There's agility, it's increased movement and speed, so you are a little bit faster. So if you're planning on doing like a knifing class or even running around, and then you have you're ready after sprinting. Now, marathon gives you the unlimited sprint, and stalker, move fast while aiming. Now this is actually what the stock perk, actually not perk. Now this is what the stock attachment actually gave you in Black Ops 2, but now it isn't a perk. Now we're going to go on to handling. We're going to start out in strong arm. You're able to throw equipment farther and decrease the cook time of grenades and reset the fuse when throwing back explosives. On the go, reload while sprinting, and this actually is very useful because I know a lot of times you don't want to slow down while you're reloading, you want to just keep on moving. Now reflex, swap weapons and use equipment faster. Increased hipfire accuracy with steady aim is back. And quick draw, faster aiming. Now I do recommend this if you're wanting to get your gun up a lot faster regardless of after running. That is definitely something you'd want to use. Now stealth, kill enemies without revealing their death locations. That is also very useful in big game modes, something like, even though there is no ground war on here, but just any type of game mode. So say if you're knifing people and you don't want people knowing you're coming up behind them, that's actually probably one of the perfect things for that. And there's blind eye, undetectable by air support, oracle systems, and sentries. Dead silence, you move silently, making you harder to detect, similar with all the other CODs. Incog, resistant to targeting systems including recon, thermal scope, tracker sight, and motion sensor. No name or red crosshairs when targeted. Now this Incog is like cold-blooded and a couple other perks and attachments on all the other Call of Duties, so that's actually a pretty useful perk. Now there's off the grid. You're undetectable on the minimap by SATCOM and radar pings. Now for awareness, there's going to be recon. Enemies hit with explosive damage or tagged, so you throw a stun or an EMP at them, they are automatically tagged on your map and you can see where they are, which has been very useful in something like search and destroy. Their scavenger, resupply ammo from dead players. Sitrep, detect enemy explosives and tactical equipment. Now Sitrep's always been a very useful perk, I think, in all the Call of Duties. I mean, I remember in Modern Warfare 3 having Sitrep Pro, you were actually able to hear people louder. A lot of people ended up using that. Amplify, louder enemy footsteps makes them easier to detect. Allows you to hear dead silence players. Now this is gonna be a huge hated perk. I can already see it. I haven't even played against it, and I can already tell people are gonna hate this perk, especially on search and destroy. Wire trap, utilize all active enemy and friendly SATCOMs on the field. Resistance, now we're gonna take no damage from falling. So usually on like a dead silence or dexterity class, this was included, but now you have to get it as a separate perk. ICU, regenerate health faster. Focus, reduced weapon sway when aiming down sights and reduced flinch when hit. Tack resist, resistance to flash, stun, and EMP effects, which actually was very useful, especially if you're on a part of a map that gets stunned a lot. On Black Ops 2, EMP was not included in that, so you had to get a separate perk for that, so that's actually very useful. Blast shield, increased resistance to explosive damage, so similar to like a flak jacket. Now we're going to go to equipment. Additional tactical equipment, additional lethal equipment. Start with maximum ammo capacity. Now I see a little bit of an issue with that because when you had Scavenger, Scavenger Pro, you were able to have maximum ammo capacity when you started, so that kind of stinks. Now there's extra attachment. That's when you're able to have 3 attachments now. And also danger close, increases damage dealt with explosives. Man, my noob tubers out there, they're gonna be freaking blowing people up. And also now on elite, there's the gambler, spawn with a random perk, which actually that's kind of cool. Hardline, kill streak requires 1 less kill, as you guys do know. Ping, Activate a sonar ping upon killing an enemy, revealing nearby hostiles. Which actually, that actually might be a game changer right there, because every time you get a kill, now you know everyone's around them. You get a ping that goes off and you're able to see it. So you can take advantage of that very nicely. There's Overkill. You can carry 2 primary weapons at a time. And Deadeye. Consecutive kills increase the chance to deal more damage with bullet weapons. Wow. I'm going to have to give that a try, because that's going to be pretty awesome. Kids are going to be unstoppable. I can already hear kids yelling. Now guys, after all those perks that I just went over with you, I'm going to explain it a little bit more in depth, why there is a number next to them, and what the 1, 2s, and 3s mean. Now you have 8 slots to pick your perks. Now if I wanted to, I can get the whole front row, all 7 of these, and actually even that one, I can have all 8 1 perks. Oops, let's get rid of those. I can have a full 8 perks running, which makes it pretty fun, but these are all different perks that really don't coincide with each other. Now if I was to break it up and go with weapon is ready faster after sprinting, and quick draw, and sit rep, and even another 2. Let's go with focus. I can only have 4 perks on at a time, because this took up 1 spot, this took up 3, and these took up 2. Now also what you guys can do is actually cut down your lethal, your tacticals, and also your secondary, and that actually opens up to 11 slots for your perks. So if you wanted to add either something like the blast shield, which is 4 perks, even the Deadeye, and kind of go from there, because it does take up a lot of space, you'd actually still be able to add a lot, but only have a primary at the moment. So if you were to make something like a knifing class, which I do have a video also coming out with that, check it out and you see all my different classes that I set up. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to drop a like. Peace guys.